We're going to take a look now at our next drill, and this is going to be a backstroke drill. And before we were going completely off the gutter, we find that's really beneficial to swimmers who are younger in the sport and also just younger in age in general. It kind of helps them learn on how to be able to arch and really get this really nice entry point going into the water like this. Going to the block, especially before you're ready physically, you can develop really bad habits that we wouldn't necessarily want to see being continued by athletes as they grow in the sport. So, assuming now your athletes are ready to be able to go from a block, we'll kind of give you guys a little bit of a progression here for some things to be able to take a look at and things that we find that really help our backstroke. This is going to be a toes over the gutter, and we do this because we don't have a pad. The toes over the gutter here, as you're able to curl them, when the swimmers are going to be able to get up, it's just going to be able to give them leverage while they're holding themselves up in this position, that everything here doesn't just kind of slip down and the athlete falls. Remember now, in a start, when we actually do a real start at a swim meet, we're not going to be able to do this. So just make sure that you're communicating with your athletes that that is not something that we would look to have. Done. All right, so now let's take a look at our setup. Here, the feet should be shoulder width apart. Watch that the knees are not drawing in. We want those knees to be nice and relaxed. We're going to place the hands here on the bars. Now, sometimes you will see a backstroke bar where it'll be kind of just like this, where it's just a single bar. Sometimes you'll see bars that are going to be like this, and they have handles. Just remember and be familiar with both types so as you're talking and communicating with your athletes. So our pole here just has a straight bar, and what we're going to do, the athlete's going to take their mark. And again, what we look for is this back to be nice and straight. Here we got a little bit of an arch. We can kind of see that right there. So we will kind of tell our athlete to bring their head back a little bit so that everything here straightens out. Now the head, we like the eyes looking diagonally. So what the cue that we kind of give our swimmers is we want you looking where the wall would meet the ceiling. Obviously, that's not applicable here as we're outside, but we would absolutely want to make sure that we're promoting this. Then here, what we're going to do, the athlete will hold. We don't want to hold them too long as they're going to go off. And then they are going to take their mark and then explode off. Now here we see we just got a little bit of a shift going downward. So this requires a lot of core strength to be able to hold that position. Now here we see the shoulders kind of firing to go here backward. We really like the athletes to kind of use their hands here and really that would be the first thing that fires. But our athlete here is able to generate a really good still start, and check out this body positioning. So here, nice and long, hips here are going up. We're creating that nice entry point, and boom, entering in the water really well. Now remember, athletes are going to be able to do this to various abilities levels, so it's really important that we as coaches continue to coach them and give them feedback to be able to do things a little bit better. So what are some things here that we think our athlete could do a little bit better? As we kind of mentioned here, the hands, we absolutely would want to see those hands flying off the block first. We'd like to see that head stay just a little bit more still. So again, the hands fire first, then the head would follow. And here, we really would like to see those feet kick up a little bit more. So then as our athlete is kicking into the water right here, what we can see is just then a little bit more of a dolphin kick going into the water. Then as our athlete is in the water, we would go dolphin kicks all the way till we hit the surface. So overall, this is a great drill to be able to get a good introduction to the blocks. If you found some value out of this, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe.